If we wanted to talk about tuition at Moraine Valley, we would contact the Board of Trustees. If we wanted to talk about the tuition around the United States, we would talk to Bestie DeVos, who is the current United States Secretary of Education since 2017.
So, how do you feel about the cost of tuition?
We shouldn't have to pay for education in general. Like, there's a lot of things we shouldn't have to pay for, but that's
I feel like the tuition costs are definitely high. I think that we need to work on making it a fixed rate rather than having certain schools be a certain amount and so on and so forth. I feel like it shouldn't cost like thousands and thousands of dollars just for someone to go to school and, do something with their lives.
I feel like the cost of tuition is way too much for the average student to pay. It is most students who come to schools have minimum wage jobs, they're fresh out of high school, and they don't have as much money as other people. But if you don't go to college and spend money on tuition, then you'll never get a degree and you'll never land a good job. So the cost of tuition is just too expensive in terms of you'll never get that money back.
I feel like the cost of tuition is too high and it prevents a lot of people from going to college or finishing college.
I honestly think that the cost of tuition is too high, and then over the years it's going up. See, the crazy thing is, the government knows that the majority of kids our age are not paying for school ourselves. Now, being pressured into going to school by our parents and everybody around us, it kind of just puts us in a spot where it's like there's no way for us to get up. The majority of us are going to be in debt for X amount of years, and depending on if you land a good job or not, it's going to be hard. It might be easy to pay it back, but the majority of us are getting the money from our parents, and I think that it needs to be lowered. Like, there's nothing else really to it. Like, it's just too high, and I feel like it's kind of like it's getting to the point where it's more of like a scam, like just for money than actual education itself. But that's just my opinion.
Are you aware of where your paid tuition goes?
no.
No, I don't even know where taxes go. What the hell they doing with taxes? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to know.
No, I don't. That's, I mean, I've always thought about it, but like, I feel like it's a lot of like the resources that are offered to us. Like, for example, if we want to, go to the writing center, if we just want to like access certain things, I feel like that is what, you know, it kind of leads to. So it's not really like free for us because like we're paying for it.
No, I know they use the money for like to maintain the school and stuff like that, but I'm not sure where all of it goes.
I feel like most people aren't aware of where their tuition goes because, I mean, paying a teacher can't be that much. And, I mean, I guess keeping up with some of the school things like paying for keeping it clean or.
From what I know, the tuition that I pay goes to faculty, the school, and then the government to fund their corporations and such, and to help the community.
Do you have any ideas on how we can lower the cost of tuition?
I don't really know a way that we can lower tuition, but one thing that I would expect if they were to lower tuition, they would take away a lot of resources that we have access to in the school.
Maybe the schools need to learn how to like budget money better. Cause I got a feeling that a lot of the money that we're giving them isn't really being used for like things that are like beneficial for us. So maybe if they budget better and maybe use the money for what it's supposed to be used for, then we won't have to keep coming out of our pockets.
Lower it. Just like that. We don't like just lower it.
I feel like I said previously, if we have a fixed rate to like all of the schools, and maybe like I know certain community colleges such as Moraine, like if you're in district, it costs less, but if you're out of district, it costs more. I feel like that shouldn't be the case. Like, if you go to Moraine, it should only be this much per credit hour, or.
Will you be continuing your education at Moraine Valley?
Yeah, most likely I will be continuing my education after Moraine. I'll probably transfer to a university.
I will. I plan on going to UIC for my next 2 years.
After Moraine, I'm going to be going to Columbia to study animation. I think that it's going to be pretty expensive, but if I apply for a lot of scholarships, it would be possible.
Yes, I will.
Yes, after Marine, I will be going to the private institution of Bradley University out in Peoria, where I'll be paying a lot more compared to what I pay now.
After Moraine, I'm still like on edge about this. I honestly think that after Moraine, I'm probably gonna be done with school and just settle with my associates. I've been looking into things more so about like investing my money and starting my own business, a YouTube channel. I make music as well. So I kind of just have been valuing money like over education more recently because I realize like I'm undecided right now and I don't want to throw myself to the sharks and, you know, just keep on building up debt when I could be making money in this time and, you know what I'm saying, take advantage of the young that I got and still have.
How do you plan on paying your tuition?
Right now, my family does help me pay for my tuition, but student loans, and I'm working right now, so working to save up to pay for my own tuition too as well. But yeah.
Well, hopefully financial aid, but if not, then I'm gonna just have to work. Like, I'm gonna just have to work my butt off.
Right, take out them loans. Take out them loans. Use that financial aid.
Most of it, I hope that financial aid will cover based on like my parents' income and scholarships.
I have a $16,000 scholarship right on me on my GPA, as well as the money I saved from work and whatever I need from parental help.
Did you know that your cost of tuition increases every year? Would you rather have a fixed rate based on enrollment?
I do. I feel like a fixed rate regardless of how many years from now, you know, let's say I don't plan on doing this, but if I plan on taking a break, I can automatically be like, oh no, I know the cost of tuition, I know what I'm going to have to pay for, and then I can have that money ready and, you know, not have to deal with, oh, it's, you know, $1,000 more or this and that. It should always just be the same.
I feel like everyone would feel happier with a fixed rate because you would know how much you're paying and it wouldn't increase.
I'm very aware and I'm very disappointed in that.
Would you rather have a fixed rate based on enrollment year?
No, only because some people get more financial aid than others. So people who aren't doing as well as like people who have parents that can afford them to go to school, they would be struggling if everything was a flat rate. So some people who can manage to pay $5,000 a semester versus some people can only manage to pay $900 to like $1,200.
Do you have any additional comments you'd like to say about tuition?
I just feel like all this tuition stuff, like, we shouldn't even, you already know how I feel about that. Comments closed, there shouldn't even be tuition. What is tuition?
I feel like tuition should be like the government should do it, so it'd be cheaper instead of letting colleges put their own prices. That's it.
What's the real concept behind tuition actually going up? I feel like if anything, it should be getting cheaper. Like, they're pressuring more people to go to school, so I don't understand why the cost would be going up. But that's just me.
An ideal solution to help tuition costs would be obviously to make it free. However, a realistic solution would be to use tobacco, cannabis, and alcohol taxes to help lower tuition. Now, we all know the 1% doesn't pay taxes, so we would also include that. We could even have more scholarships available for higher tuitions to get lower.
Tuition, when it comes to functionalism theory, it is seen as a good thing. So with tuition, we have updates in technology. We have updates in books. We get really good books. We have healthier vending machines, and we have more job opportunities for students. But when it comes to conflict theory, students are not able to afford some of the classes. And some people would say, oh, like, there's financial aid. But sometimes financial aid doesn't cover the entire tuition cost. So that causes students to drop out or just never graduate or take longer to graduate.
So now we know that the 1% doesn't pay taxes. So we would also include them into this. We could even have more scholarships available for students and provide more government funding to help with inflation costs.